Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and Luka, everything about the Los Angeles Lakers, guys. I mean, this was a big trade that went down yesterday, last night against not against but with the Memphis, no, sorry, the Dallas Mavericks, excuse me, when it comes down to it. I mean, it was a surprising news when it came down to it, guys. And I really want to get into just the recap of everything that went down yesterday and the details and everything like that, and talk about the Lakers' future as well. I mean, obviously, with this move the Lakers have made, they had went out there yesterday, last night, and got a player that's going to be with the Lakers for the next 8, 10, 12 years to come when it comes down to it, in Luka Doncic out there when it comes down to it in LA. So, gonna recap everything that went down today, and of course, the Lakers' future and all that, and what's next for the Lakers, because I believe the Lakers are not done yet when it comes to another trade that could be made by the time we reach the February 6th trade deadline on Thursday when it comes down to it. So, for those of you who are joining me, welcome. I really appreciate all of you for joining me and giving me your thoughts and opinions. And so far, the great feedbacks I've been getting when it comes to the video that I uploaded this morning, and of course, the reaction of my surprising reaction. Obviously, I had no words and no emotion, and I was just so out of place because, like I said, I just went live for the Lakers versus the Knicks, and it was just like maybe 5 minutes later, the news broke out. I was just in a whole different world when it came to that particular moment. All of us were, if anything. So um, this was a big moment in trade history when it comes down to it, and I just had to say, guys, this was big. This was big for the Lakers. This was big for the NBA. And now more than anything, Giannis, I'm seeing the comments here from Samurai Beast Warrior. uh, but Luca, if anything, yeah, I mean, I'm seeing him right there. Get Giannis. I mean, maybe who could be next? He could be next. You never know. If he's not happy with the Milwaukee Bucks, maybe the Lakers could pursue him as a free agent, or maybe they'll make a trade with him. It could be a possibility. But Giannis to the Lakers, that could be a possibility. I don't know. It's in the future after LeBron James for sure. So we just have to wait and see. But but Luca has obviously is now a franchise guy for us. And he went into social media. But before anything, please be sure to hit that notification bell and, of course, subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. I really appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all over social media, and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. And of course, guys, follow me on across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So the links will be in the description of this live stream. So you guys check me out on social media, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, and most importantly, I want to say this before I get into all of my analysis of tonight's analysis about the Lakers' future, their plans, making trades still after Luka. I mean, everything. And then just, of course, I'm going to recap everything that went down last night with the trade and all that. I think we already had the gist of it, and I even explained it in my video that I uploaded this morning, but it's just another recap. And then I'll get into the what's next for the Lakers when it comes to trades, and of course, just explain more about Luka's future in LA as a Los Angeles Lakers. So, but first thing first, we had to really, show some appreciation here for this man right here, Anthony Davis. Man, guys, he did wonders for us in these um, 6 years with the Los Angeles Lakers. All right. In his first year with the Lakers, won us a championship in 2020, with LeBron James. I mean, arguably one of the most memorable championships ever. I mean, there's a plethora of others, don't get me wrong, but this one in particular, for a guy in his first year, went out there and got the job done in his first year. I mean, this was Anthony freaking Davis here and accomplished so much. Multiple all-star appearances, uh, MVP caliber performances every single year in his 6 years with the Lakers, and just really became half the time the number one guy when LeBron is sitting out. Even this season, I mean, he was just on a roll, putting up MVP caliber numbers. And guys, I just for me, he was just one of my favorite players. Really, I mean, I just really enjoyed him seeing him play as a Los Angeles Lakers, grabbing those rebounds, 20 rebounds per game, 30 points per game, 4 to 5 blocks a game, 4 to 5 steals a game. I mean, the guy was just sensational, and he just continued to show that he can be an MVP caliber guy when he is needed. And obviously, it's just one of those moments where you just have to admire that he is like the best thing for us besides LeBron James on this team. And now more than ever, with him being gone, the Lakers will obviously need to make some moves very, very soon after this trade for Luka, without a doubt. But I just want to give AD his flowers and just appreciation. I hope all of you show some appreciation for what Anthony Davis brought to the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, he'll be forever a Laker legend, regardless of what his future will be after leaving the Lakers. So, I mean, this guy, man, he's just one of my favorite players of all time. And if I had to put him in my top 10 as the greatest Laker, that's maybe controversial, maybe 12, 15, whatever. He's on that list for me. I mean, he's just one of the greatest Lakers of all time. And personally, for me, if it comes down the line, if he gets his jersey retired, I won't be mad. I won't be mad at all. So I'm going to say that there. So I wish AD nothing but the best in Dallas, and you know maybe he wins a championship. Hopefully he does, because this guy deserves it without a doubt. But anyway, let's get right into the obviously the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, obviously let's first talk about the move, the incredible trade that went down last night when everybody was sleeping or doing something, and the news broke out. Shams Charania put it out there that the Lakers traded Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic. Lots of reactions, lots of opinions were being speculated that, oh, Shams got hacked and all that. It was just craziness of all proportions. I was discombobulated when I went live last night, giving my reaction of the news. And if you guys want to go check that out, it's in the live. Sorry, what is it? It's probably my live tab on YouTube, and it's on all over social media as well. So go check it out. But it was craziness. Everyone reacted. KD reacted. The Portland Trailblazers players reacted in shock, and even Josh Hart put out a post on social media saying that even franchise players are not safe. That's the basic notion of what he put out there. So it's just like everyone went crazy. I mean, it was craziness. I mean, Shams Charania really did a Woj bomb on us. I mean, I don't know, what do you call Shams bomb or whatever? I'm not sure, but it's just one of those moments where I will never forget where I was standing, picking up my phone, about to go to sleep, and then I see on social media. It was on Instagram, actually. The first post that I see 2 minutes into that post was Shams Charania's post. It was just craziness right there when it came down to it. So, um, and I reacted. I was discombobulated. I was just like so in shock when the Lakers landed Luka Doncic on the Los Angeles Lakers. And there was a lot of emotions, when it came to, most of us thinking before the trade ever happened was that the Lakers were going to build Anthony. No, once LeBron James retires, Anthony Davis was going to be our number one guy. We're going to build around him. And names came up. Luka, for me, Anthony Edwards. I mean, there was just a lot of, you know, next star talent to pair up with Anthony Davis. I mean, that was the whole goal. But no, the Lakers went in a whole different direction and got somebody that we wanted, but at the same time, we had to sacrifice another. So, I mean, there's some good motions and there's some bad motions. I'm on the good side here because this was the right move, a smart move by the Lakers to get Luka to LA and trade for him, and trading away Anthony Davis in the process. And guess what? I mean, I know trades happen today. Obviously, I know about the whole De'Aaron Fox going to the Spurs, which obviously is a good move for him and the Spurs when it comes to building around Victor Wembanyama and all that. So, I mean, that's a good decision there. That's in my own personal opinion when it comes down to that. That's an A+ trade for them. Sacramento Kings, I mean, they are basically a rebuild mode, to be honest with you. I mean, they just gave up their franchise player. There's Sabonis, and which I will get to when it comes to the Lakers, what's next move. So stay with me on this and stay tuned as well. So, you had that trade. But when it came down to this one, guys, this was the big one the Lakers made. I mean, it was just surprising moments when it came down to it. So, yeah, I just lost my train of thought. I just had to bring that up. So, but when it came down to it, guys, I mean, it was a move, a smart move by the Lakers to get Luka. It was. All right. You're getting a guy who's 25, going to be 26 years old, I believe, in the next couple of weeks, I believe. So, this was a move where you will have Luka for the next, 8, 10, 12 years in the making. All right. And I think I just remembered. So the whole idea was just to build around Anthony Davis, and then we got Luka and all that. So now the Lakers are now focusing more than ever to focus on the future, with Luka being the number one guy after LeBron James. And just the reports that I just want to put out there this morning, or what came out this morning, was that according to Yahoo Sports, or I believe it was just Chris Haynes, he basically puts out there that it was obviously that LeBron James doesn't want to get traded. I mean, he wants to stay in LA and just past the season, I guess. We're not sure if he will opt out of his player option this coming season, because he's going to make around maybe 53, 60 million, something like that, as a player option. I think there's a likelihood that maybe he'll pick it up, but it just sort of depends on what the Lakers will do now until the trade deadline, if they somehow continue to improve this team. So, and we'll get more in detail of that for sure. But so yeah, we can obviously, put a sign of relief when it comes down to the idea of LeBron James moving on after AD left. So, and LeBron James got like really emotional. I mean, obviously he went over on social media. I can share you guys the post that I put on the community tab. Some of you already know about it. Obviously, it's this one, just the end of the era. I mean, right there just shows you that just Anthony Davis and LeBron James have been teammates. I mean, it was a long time, honestly. It was just, I'm surprised they stayed this long as teammates. I mean, it was just so uplifting to see. And the fact that that's not really the post, but this one actually is. This one right here. There we go. So, yeah, this basically King James says goodbye to AD, and end of an era. LeBron James X Anthony Davis. And guys, this was honestly one of the best duos of all time. I mean, not all time. I should take that back. Obviously, Shaq and Kobe is greatest duos of all time. Then there's Jordan and Pippen and all that. But when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, this was honestly the best. I mean, sure, they only won one championship together, but still, just the chemistry of these guys just obviously made a bit whole a difference of how most teams think about when it comes to, I guess, pairing just, I guess you could say some just having two duos instead of having trios and all that. I mean, obviously, obviously works, and it actually worked when it came down to it. So, LeBron was emotional, but obviously, we just have to move on. I mean, that's the bottom line when it comes down to it. So, um, and it's just great to see it. Great to see that LeBron is committed to the Lakers even with this trade and all that. So, um, and now he's going to be happy to play with Luka, and he's going to be part of the future. And hopefully, Luka at the same time will learn a thing or two from LeBron James when it comes to the industry and being a Laker and just being a professional and the whole cardio thing. I don't believe it. I mean, let's just take that out right now. I don't want to hear any of the cardio issues that reporters are putting out there. Uh, once he comes to LA, there's no doubt he's going to take care of his body. He's going to, go like just craziness, when it comes to just being in good health. And even I also put it on the social media on my community tab as well. I mean, he went into social media and thanked the fans of obviously the actually, don't think you guys see it. Hold on, let me put it up. There we go, right here. So as you can see, this was his thankfulness to the Lakers fandom, and obviously putting out there that he wants to win another championship in LA for the city of LA. And I think there's a big post on it. Let me see here if I can get the full one. I don't know. For some reason, it's not showing, but. Okay, but it's all good. It's all good. But if you guys go to his social media on Instagram, it will show you that he put up a big thank you and gratefulness to the to Laker fans and letting them know that he wants to win a championship for LA. So he's excited. He thanked the Dallas fans for the six years, right? He's spent 6 years in Dallas, so this was obviously an emotional one for him. But at the same time, I mean, now he's gonna, you know, prove all the doubters and the organization in Dallas and say, you know what, I'm going to win a championship, and that's the passion. That's the passion that I want to see from a guy like Luka when it comes down to his commitment to his championship or bust mentality. Hopefully, and hopefully he takes care of his health. I don't think the fact that I've been hearing that his conditioning and all that played a big role of him getting traded. I don't believe that. I just don't believe it. I mean, it's just the Dallas Mavericks wanted to win now moment, and they saw Anthony Davis as an opportunity, and rightfully so. I mean, Anthony Davis was playing great, putting MVP caliber numbers, and Kyrie wants to play with AD and all that. So this was a moment where decisions had to be made, and the Lakers wanted to focus on their future, and that's what they got in Luka, and he's going to be part of the Lakers' future. I mean, once LeBron James retires, I mean, there's no doubt they're going to add more stars to join Luka. It's going to be a good destination for free agents to join Luka in LA. So, I mean, it's just a matter of time until finally we'll be back on the map. We always been on the map, but when it comes to free agency targets and players wanting to join the Lakers, it's going to be because of Luka, and Luka is well liked in the NBA. I mean, without a doubt. So, having said all that, I mean, this is a big moment from the Lakers. Kudos to Rob Pelinka for pulling off this trade after numerous reports and speculations of him just not getting anything done. And it's obviously true. I mean, he did not make anything make so easy for the Lakers to be successful for the past couple of years, especially not making trades last season. And I think just only that. So, but he really outdone himself this time. He really did. And now more than ever, It's going to be very fun to see LeBron and Luka just play together in LA, and just show what they're made of. And for a guy like Luka who was in the finals last season, I mean, he has the capability of pulling that off. And he was in the conversations for, I believe, what was it? MVP as well. I mean, he's like MVP caliber talent. So my hope is that we will potentially see all that from him for many more years, many, many years to come as a Los Angeles Laker, without a doubt. But that's the future. And that's why Lakers focused on that. They focused on the future and they got it in Luca. It was kind of like the opposite of what we were thinking before, that once LeBron James retires, it's going to be AD, Anthony Davis as our number one guy, but we're going to go after another star in free agency or trades for somebody for the assets that we have and all that and get Luca or maybe Anthony Edwards type of thing. But no, the Lakers went right now mode and got Luca and instead sacrificed Anthony Davis in the process. But at the same time, he's our guy now. He's our guy. After LeBron James retires, he's our guy without a doubt. Really can't wait. Really can't wait to see more out of the future of Luca as a Los Angeles Laker for many years to come. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But the future goes with what's next for the Lakers after this trade that they made for Luca in the trade last night. And that is what's next for the Lakers when it comes to trades. They're not done. And I hope they're not done because as the team is constructed right now, you know, trading Anthony Davis, also trading Max Christie, which I personally is a bit of a letdown. Honestly, I felt sad that we traded for a guy with an uprising talent that was making a big name for himself at the shooting guard position, at the starting position, since he got inserted into the starting lineup by JJ 2 to 3 months ago, was lit it up defensively for us. And if anything, if he stayed, he would have fit perfectly next to Luka, next to LeBron, and all that. But for some reason, things just needed to, capitalize on a potential move and needed to happen. And I guess sacrificing AD and Max Christie was just the bottom line for the Lakers to make some sort of move. So, it is a bit of a disappointment for sure to see him gone, but you have to throw in all the cards on the table to get what you want, and that's what the Lakers did. They got Luka, and hopefully it was the right move, and it was the right move. I mean, my fault when it comes to trading away Max Christie. That was I was trying to I can't think right now. My fault, but. That was what I was talking about when it comes down to that. But sucks to see him go for sure. And of course, Jalen Hood-Schifino. Jalen Hood-Schifino was just not doing anything for us, so it was just you know a giveaway when it comes to the Utah Jazz. So, but other than that, I mean, the Lakers have to improve for sure. Getting Luka is big, but you have to improve, especially on the defensive side of the ball. All right, you don't have a center; you have just Jackson Hayes as the pure center, but he doesn't do for you anything on the defensive side of the ball, the rebounding side, anything like that. The Lakers still have their key players. When it comes down to it, he has the capabilities of potentially being, when it comes to like, Jared Vanderbilt and Dorian Finney-Smith, and especially Dorian Finney-Smith, he knows how to play with Luka. So that's a big A plus for us when it comes to keeping a talent like that on your roster. And you can't even trade him even during this trade deadline. So, if anything, you can extend him. That's the idea of what the Lakers could do. But obviously, really the number one option is to get a center. All right. That is the number one option. I'm seeing the comments. I'm seeing the comments here and I see some names. I'm going to get to them in just a bit. I really do appreciate all the comments that I'm seeing right now. So just bear with me. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my my analysis and my opinions out before I get into your comments and answering them for sure. I will read all your answers. So just bear with me. I really appreciate it. Uh, but yeah, I mean, getting a center, number one, for sure. And obviously improving on the defensive side of the ball, without question. So um, my hope is that Rob doesn't think that he's done and just lets the trade deadline just pass him by. I hope he doesn't do that, and that's the bottom line. He has to really go and make sure that we get some help coming our way, especially now with no Anthony Davis, not anymore, and no Max Christie as a defensive guard. You really have to go after some key players on the defensive side of their repertoire when it comes to certain trades. I mean, you think about the centers that I mentioned for many, many months, and even Laker fans, and even mentioned as a couple of times, even some that I'm seeing in the comment section as well. So it is something that the Lakers have to obviously look for when it comes down to it. And obviously, if you want to look for other options, really, you look for, you know, at best a defensive point guard, maybe, or maybe a shooting guard. I mean, you still have Austin Reeves. But now thinking about it, I mean, I think the combination of him and Luka may not work out, but at the same time, it may can work out because of their shooting and their scoring abilities on the offensive side of the ball. So with that being said, I mean, if there's like a trade out there, and I'm putting out trades that I hopefully Lakers can look at and see how things are going, and what I've been hearing is Sabonis. Sabonis is all by himself with the Kings. All right. I think he'll be a great fit next to LeBron James. He'll be a next great fit next to Luka and his defense, and just he'll be a great defender and playing in the spotlight next to in LA next to LeBron and Luka. I mean, it's just a good fit in my opinion. And if you have to give up Austin Reeves, a first round pick, or do something to package a deal to get him, go for it. I mean, that's a trade that you give up Austin Reeves for a talent like that. Um, there's plethora of others. I mean, there's Miles Turner, who I think the Lakers could potentially look at as well, as not like a big like substitution for Anthony Davis with no means at all, but at the same time, he has the talent to shoot three as a big. He's a good defender, can grab rebounds and still all that, but still, that's another talent that I think maybe the Lakers can look at when it comes down to it. Um, I don't want to hear no more of the Jonas Valanciunas trade. I mean, that's just completely out the window there, unless nothing happens and you do need a center, and it's like a one of those type of moments where it's just you have to do it because we need a center for sure. So you go after him. So that's my hopefully the idea of what the Lakers could do when it comes down to that. So, but yeah, I mean, those are my choices. I mean, Miles Turner, Sabonis, um, you know, uh, there is the Nikola Vucevic of the Bulls. Obviously, we saw the trade that went down. Zach LaVine is going to the Sacramento Kings. So all that, but he's by himself. And if the trade deadline and starts to dry up, and maybe the Bulls want to lower their asking price maybe to a second round pick, and maybe just throw in a player or something like that, then maybe the Lakers could make a move for that. But at the same time, the whole point of my argument or my talk is that we need to improve defensively after trading Anthony Davis. So you have that type of type of downfall when it comes to Nikola Vucevic, so of the Chicago Bulls. So he would be great for us offensively. Can give you 17 points per game, 18 points per game, and he can be a good rebounder as well, giving you 8 to 10. That would be solid for sure and great offensively for us as a center. But we don't need that anymore because Anthony Davis is gone. So obviously, what's the next best choice on defense is Sabonis and Miles Turner, and of course, Walker Kessler. But I didn't bring up Walker Kessler is because, it's the Utah Jazz. They're going to be stingy for the asking price again, even though we did partner with him to get Luka in a three-team trade. But you never know. I mean, maybe they'll change their minds. We're getting close to the trade deadline and say, you know what, fine. Give us, I don't know, a first round pick, a second round, because Lakers have one second round pick left, and they obviously have the first round pick. And I'm going to here to tell you guys, the Lakers managed to get Luka for just one first round pick. I mean, now you look at teams doing trades right now when it comes to De'Aaron Fox and all of them, and the Chicago Bulls had to give up, three first round picks just to, I mean, all that. I mean, there was just a lot of, or maybe it was the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not so sure, but I don't know the exact, trade listings of the full trade and who traded so many first round picks from who, but the fact that Lakers only gave up one first round pick to get Luka, that is craziness right now. That is a steal when it comes down to it. So, so yeah, guys. I mean, that's the next for the Lakers. Get another center, which obviously has been the headline for the Lakers this season. And now more than ever, they have to. They have to get something done. And my hope is Rob Pelinka will pull that off, hopefully. But kudos to Rob Pelinka again to getting Luka to LA, a franchise player that will be part of our franchise for many many years to come, even after LeBron James. So he's going to do wonders. He's going to be amazing to watch in LA, and just the atmosphere. I mean, he will right away get very comfortable to being a Laker and the fans and LA and all that, and just the vibes and everything. So my hope is that he will, you know, do that for sure. I mean, he's going to thrive in LA. If he stays healthy and all that, he will make sure to do so, without a doubt. Now let's get into reading your comments before I end this live stream. So let's get right into it. From Daniel, yo, welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. From Daniel, crazy trades. It was crazy. I'm still in shock. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back to my normal self. I guess I'm not sure, but I'm still going to be thinking about it. It's going to be one of those moments where you're like, where were you at when this happened? I mean, but in a positive way. I mean, usually when you think about those type of stuff, it's during tragic events and all that. But when it comes down to this one, I know where I was at. I was about to go to sleep, putting my phone on charger and all that. And I saw, just real quick, I wanted to see how my post that I put up on Instagram was. And I was like, okay, what's this one? 2 minutes in, Shams Charania are breaking news. What Luka, and why is Luka's picture in AD's picture right next to, did they get traded? Oh my goodness. And I was like, I was just, just out of this world. I right away got back off of my, got out of bed and just went to social media and wanted to see everything. Went live right away. I saw Lakers Nation going live. I saw the post from Shams twice, postings and saying this is real and all that. I was just on cloud nine at that particular moment, and I just had to go. And it was a crazy, crazy trade, crazy moment. We all were in a crazy moment to witness when it comes down to it. So it was awesome. It was awesome for sure. Let's read more here from Daniel, Luka, Lakers, Fox, Spurs. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, guys, these are going to be the top trades in this trade deadline. I mean, number one is Luka to the Lakers, and then it's De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. And like I said in my analysis, I said the Spurs got an A+ in this trade, getting De'Aaron Fox to join Wemby in San Antonio. So it is a big move and an A+ trade for the Spurs side of things. And of course, the Lakers get an A++ for getting Luka to LA. So, and thank goodness for Rob Pelinka for sure. Those are the best trades so far now. And we're going into Monday, so the Lakers have 3 days left to potentially make a trade happen. So hopefully it happens soon. And they make something to improve this team and get in the center and all that. Just building this team to become at least a playoff contending team still. I mean, that's my hope. So hopefully it happens. Let's see here. Big Baby Sports, welcome. Thank you so much. What's up to you too, brother? Thank you. Guys, go check out Big Baby Sports on social media. And of course, subscribe to his channel on YouTube. He's a diehard Laker like myself. So go check him out. Let's see, Samurai Beast Warrior, get Giannis. Maybe after LeBron James. If he's not happy in Milwaukee and they're not winning, sure, go after Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he will be a great fit next to Luka as the next star next to him, hopefully. But maybe we'll get him in free agency more than anything, because I don't think Lakers have enough assets left to potentially pull off a trade for Giannis. So we just have to wait and see. But I'm not ruling that out. I'm not. So Giannis, maybe I'm not. Maybe Anthony Edwards. I'm not. I don't know. That's a long shot for me. But Giannis not out of the question. Not out of the question. I believe you on that. Uh, Trade was crazy. It was crazy. I still in shock. Absolutely. KJ23, welcome back to the live stream. Really appreciate it, man. Let's read more here. Do you think Luka AD trade was smart because the Lakers don't have a center anymore? Yeah, I was just talking about that, and I mean, I believe it was a smart move, without a doubt. It was a smart move by Rob Pelinka to pull the trigger on this trade. Uh, as much as I'm going to miss AD, we're going to miss his rebounding, his defense. I mean, he was the Lakers' defense when he's sitting on the bench or when he was injured. He was our defense for the past 2 years. He was our defense. The Lakers were lacking defensive size and effort last season, and now we saw from this season half the time when Anthony Davis was healthy, he was our defense. And when he steps off the floor, sitting down, taking a rest, the Lakers defense diminishes the moment he leaves the floor. So, I mean, without a doubt, he was our defense. And now we traded him. The Lakers defense are more depleted on their defensive efforts. Sure, we beat the New York Knicks a couple yesterday, but at the same time, Vando, Dorian Finney-Smith, they stepped up defensively for us. But we still, regardless of that, that was just a moment where the Lakers were just on a roll and they just needed to get this win. But they do need a center. They do need a center. Sabonis is a guy for me. I think the Lakers should really go all in for Sabonis. He's all alone now with the Sacramento Kings. Sure, Zach LaVine is there, but and I don't think they're not going to mesh well. So, if anything, Sabonis could be a number one option for me. Miles Turner is another guy, and the third, which I don't think is going to happen, but it's there, and that is Walker Kessler. And my hope is that the Utah Jazz really come to their senses and realize that people want Walker Kessler. So it's like, okay, fine, we'll be fair. Maybe a second round pick or maybe a first round. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what their asking prices are going to be, but hopefully it'll be a good one for sure. So that's my hope. I mean, my hope is those are our top three guys that I hope the Lakers will pursue at the center position more than ever now. All right. And then, of course, there's Nikola Vucevic, but defensively, he won't do nothing for us. But offensively, he'll be great for us, especially when it comes to, you know, I guess like what is he shooting now? Like 35% from the three. But that's going to decline, for sure. I think he's just having a good shooting year in Chicago. But, offensively, he can give you 17, 18 points per game. I mean, that can obviously help out at the center position for sure. But at the same time, I mean, we need defensive help, rebounding side. I mean, it's not to say that Nikola Vucevic can be a bad rebounder. I mean, he can give you eight to 9, 10 rebounds if it's needed. So without a doubt, I mean, my hope is that a center is number one priority, and my hope is Rob Pelinka doesn't leave that out of his mind because you have to make a move for a center. All right. If anything, just go out there and try to I can't say the word. What's the word for it? To package a player that you got in a trade and re-aggravate a trade to send them somewhere else to get somebody. I mean, that could be a possibility, and they can do that, especially when it came to what's his name, Maxi, the guy that we got from in the Luka trade. You can aggravate that and get somebody from maybe the what's his name, the for Vic, no sorry, guys. Nikola Vucevic. So that could be a possibility that you make that type of trade a possibility. But there's also Sabonis. So I mean, my hope is the Lakers really go hard for Sabonis, hopefully. But we just have to wait and see because there's rumors report that Lakers may show interest in him. But we just have to wait and see for sure. But they do need a center. They do need a center. Victor. Oh my God, we got Luca. Yeah, from Guatemala. Thank you, Victor, for commenting. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it was a shocker to all of us in the NBA world. And obviously, you being from Guatemala City is obviously a shocker for sure. So, I mean, it's craziness. NBA world is reacting to all this. Thank you, Rob Pelinka, for keeping your mouth shut when it comes to this rumors report that came out about it. I mean, he really did his job by keeping this a secret on the down low. I mean, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. But we got him. We got Luca. Um, Poppy ZSN, how was your day? My day was awesome. I was all smiling all day. I was so excited to have Luca in LA, but at the same time, it sucks to see Anthony Davis gone. I mean, I was happy and sad at the same time. I mean, just it sucks to see Anthony Davis leave. He was doing so well for us for the past 6 years, playing MVP caliber numbers and putting up like really good numbers, guys. And defensively, he was amazing for us. He's going to be one of the top defensive players on the Lakers in history. I mean, top 5, top 10, whoever is the best defensive player, whoever what it is, but he's on that list. And I won't be mad if the Lakers decide to retire his number. I mean, I'm not sure, but that's a possibility. He only won one championship, so uh, Pau Gasol, he won two with Kobe and all that. So it may not happen, but still, I won't be mad. But he's for sure. I mean, today my day was just full of happiness that we got Luca for sure. I'm gonna miss AD. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him too. I'm gonna miss him too. Hopefully, I wish him nothing but success with the Dallas Mavericks next to Kyrie Irving, who I'm a big fan of. I'm a fan of Kyrie Irving, and with Klay Thompson being there, I believe what did he score 1 point again today? I might be mistaken, but he had a bad game, I believe, but I might be wrong. But yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, already missing AD. Yeah, I'm missing him too, man. He was such a good like uh what's the I was gonna say a good citizen for LA. No, he was just like such a down to earth guy when he is, just speaking to the media and all that. So he was just such a good human being. And even Rob Pelinka went on social media or made a statement on the behalf of the Lakers. I can pull it up for you guys. It's on my community tab. Where is it at? Uh, or actually, no, it's on my social media site, actually. Um, yeah, I mean, he basically said that, Anthony Davis is a model citizen for LA and all that. I mean, he was just raving about him for the past, and saying that for these 6 years, he was a all-star caliber guy and just all that. So, um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. What am I doing? There we go. Cool. So yeah, I mean, AD is going to be missed for sure. And if there's something that happens down the line that will possibly bring him back to LA as a Laker, hopefully it does. I mean, maybe at the last stage of his career, if nothing happens with him with the with the Dallas Mavericks, uh, maybe he could end up coming back to the Lakers, or maybe he'll probably go back to his hometown in Chicago and play there the end of his career. But he should be considered as one of the greatest Lakers to ever wore the uniform. So, but I'm gonna miss him for sure. Uh, let's see here from Daniel. I'm going to the Lakers and Mavs game. Oh, that's going to be very fun to watch. And it's going to be very emotional for sure, especially for Laker fans seeing Anthony Davis in a different uniform playing against the Lakers. It's going to be emotional for sure, and I think he's going to ball out against the Lakers. But my hope is that Luka will play in that game and ball out against his former team as well, and put up MVP caliber numbers for sure. So it's going to be fun, along with LeBron James and all that. So um, it's going to be a fun game to watch, and I envy you. I envy you, Daniel, for going to that game. It will be a fun travel to that game for sure. Um, going to be a great one. Absolutely, it's going to be a great game. I'm a Laker fan, but I currently live in Houston. Hey, I'm a Laker fan and I live in Denver. So you're not alone. There's a lot of Laker fans all over the world, all over the states that are Laker fans. All right. You're not alone. It's all right. We're a hybrid uh, fan base. All right. Who will root for the Lakers, but root somewhere else. So you're not alone. Go Lakers. Absolutely. Hopefully Miles Turner. So yeah, I mean, I mentioned the names. I want Sabonis, but the second option for me is Miles Turner. So from now until the trade deadline, my hope is that Rob Pelinka will pick up the phone and talk to the Miami Heat or the Sacramento Kings and somehow pull off a trade to get one of those two guys. All right. If there's a plan B situation, it is uh, Nikola Vucevic or Giannis. So not Giannis. Uh, Jonas Valanciunas of the Washington Wizards. Those are your only options. There could be some others that just I can't really think of at the top of my head, but you know, I just saw a report and people are talking. I mean, on social media, even I was watching Dan, the Laker fan, on YouTube, and he brought up Sabonis, and I was like, how did I not think about that guy? Especially now with De'Aaron Fox going to the Spurs, he's basically all alone. Obviously, he has, uh, you know, uh, DeMar DeRozan, and of course he has Zach Levine. But still, I mean, I don't think he wants to be part of this semi rebuilding team. In that sort of aspect. So, um, my hope is that Sabonis somehow asks for a trade or requests one with the organization, say I want to be traded to the Lakers, and somehow do that type of route so the Lakers could potentially pull it off. So, but Miles Turner is not out the question. I mean, I think the Lakers could offer maybe just Rui and maybe throw in another player, Cam Reddish, maybe to make the contracts match. Throw in maybe a second round pick or maybe a first. You never know. But so without a doubt, you put all your cards on the table to get Sabonis because I think Sabonis will be a great fit on this Lakers team, especially bringing defense to the table and just pairing up with uh, Luka and of course with LeBron. It's just going to be a good fit in my opinion. But Walker Kessler, I mean, not at the question, not at the question for sure, Daniel. It's not. I mean, but at the same time, the Utah Jazz. I hope they just don't fleece the Lakers and say, you know what, give up Dalton Connect and a first round pick. No, I mean, if anything, if you want Dalton Connect, that's your first round pick there. All right. The second round pick is what we're going to offer you if you want Dalton Connect type of deal. But I mean, still, I like Dalton Connect. So it's just like, I don't want to see him gone. But at the same time, we do need help defensively. So whatever happens now until the Thursday's trade deadline on February 6th, hopefully the Lakers make something happen for sure. So Walker Kessler, is not out the question without a doubt. Yeah, we need a good center, and Miles Turner is a perfect in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, he'll be a great fit for the Lakers, especially now. He's going to be the number one guy for us in the center position. I mean, he's not going to share minutes with Jackson Hayes. If anything, he's going to play more minutes at the center position, if anything. So, and if he wants it, if he asks the Indiana Pacers to trade him to the Lakers, I mean, that's what these players need to do. They need to make their opinions known and say, "Hey, I want to go to this team. You better send me there." And I hope Sabonis is listening to this, or he's listening to the fan base, his fans, or somehow his agent calls up the Kings organization and say, "Hey, Sabonis wants to get traded. He wants to go to the Los Angeles Lakers and pair up with LA with Luka, and of course with LeBron James. Hopefully they make that happen. I mean, they can pull off an Anthony Davis move, hopefully, but we have to wait and see. But Miles Turner, without that, he'll be a perfect fit. I agree with you on that. The Jazz don't want to trade, Kessler. Yeah, that's why I didn't bring him up so much in my picks for potential trades. That's why I went with Sabonis, Miles Turner, and I said, plan Bs are Nikola Vucevic and Jonas Valanciunas of the Washington Wizards. Those are your plan B mode situation. But and I said Vucevic, but he's not a good defensive player. That's what the problem that I have with him. So my hope is that those are the top two guys that I hope the Lakers will target. But there's also Robert Williams of the Portland Trailblazers. But knowing them, and the Lakers have never made a trade with the um, with the Blazers. So it's just one of those situations where they're going to fleece the Lakers for sure. So I don't think it's going to happen. So, but the Kings and the Indiana Pacers could be a potential trade option. Oh, I also remembered the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers have been in the conversations with Brooklyn Nets, and they already pulled off a trade with them for Dorian Finney-Smith. And I've been hearing that Day'Ron Sharp is a target for the Lakers to pursue, and Claxton from the Brooklyn Nets as well. If they can pull off a trade for those two guys, there's no doubt that you are set in that center position. All right, that's my opinion about that. They just came to me. I was thinking about another name, but for some reason they just weren't coming to me. So you know, Dayrod Sharp, and of course Nick Claxton of the Brooklyn Nets. Those are good options too, but they're like my third option. I mean, if you can't get Sabonis, if you can't get Miles Turner, those are the two guys that you should pursue for a trade. And then Plan B is Jonas Valanciunas and Nikola Vucevic. That's your only options when it comes down to it. So Miles Turner, IG. Um, what's going on with his IG? Is it? Did he say something? Is he getting traded? Oh no, I just saw your comment there. So sorry, KJ23. But I don't know. I don't want to check right now. I didn't get no notifications, but hopefully it's not anything that I hope I end this live stream and get disappointed of not talking about it. But Uh, what's up, man? Not sure if you still remember me, but here I am. Came alive after a few trades, school, but dang, still feels surreal. But I was wondering, do you think was there Oh, yeah, I mean, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you for sure, Mark. Uh, Over the summer, I believe we were talking about trade or no, signees for the Lakers to, pursue, uh, and nothing happened. So, I mainly did these live streams in the morning. I remember you for sure. Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, welcome back to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Are teams allowed to hide players' injuries? Players involved in a trade? Curious, just can't believe we got Luka. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got Luka for sure. But injuries. I don't think there's any injuries that they're hiding. I'm not so sure. I know that Luca is not healthy yet. I mean, last time I checked, that he'll be ready to play probably next week. So he won't play against the LA Clippers on Tuesday, and there's a guarantee that he may not play against the Golden State Warriors on Thursday. So, I just got a notifications, guys. Luca has arrived in LA with Rob Pelinka. So that's breaking news for you. For those of you who are listening right now, uh, Luca is in LA with Rob Pelinka. So we could expect a press conference maybe tomorrow for Luca, hopefully. And I will share it on social media, and if I don't get copyrighted, I will post it on YouTube as well. So stay tuned for that. And there's a guarantee possibly that they will make a press conference. And this has to be, you have to make a press conference of this. So they did it with Anthony Davis. They didn't do it with LeBron, surprisingly, but they could potentially do it with Luca as a guy who's going to be your future franchise player next 10 to 12 years. So you have to do it. They have to. So or maybe they'll do it tonight. I'm not so sure. I mean, it's 10 in the morning, 10 at night, so I don't think they will do it. But yeah, just to answer your question, Mark, some teams do hide injuries from when they want to make a trade and all that, so involving players and trades, but but not really, not in this one. I don't believe they're hiding any trade injuries from the public. I mean, everyone knows that Luca hasn't played basketball uh, since December of Christmas Day. So uh, he's going to wrap things up. He will be coming back from injury, and hopefully he will. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He will. So, um, but I think he will come back maybe next week. But he could surprise us. He could play against the Golden State Warriors on Thursday. But we just have to wait and see it because there's a guarantee that he won't play against the LA Clippers, though. Even though it'll be nice if he plays in that game because he is a LA Clippers killer when it comes to beating them every chance that he gets. So uh, finally got somebody that can beat the LA Clippers. So just saying. Um, but yeah, for sure. But at the same time, I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. Let's read more comments here. Let's see what's there. Yeah, let's see from Samurai Beast Warrior. AD not winning in Dallas. No, I wish him nothing but the best. I mean, I really hope that he wins there. And he seems excited. I mean, he's going to team up with Kyrie Irving, which Kyrie always wanted to play with Anthony Davis, so he's getting that. And of course, the GM knows Anthony Davis, so he's going to a situation where he's going to be feeling more comfortable being at. So you never know. You never know if he just stays healthy, and Kyrie Irving becomes Batman instead of being Robin every single year. He just goes out there and hopefully tries to pull it off. But the whole point of the Dallas Mavericks trade for AD is because they want to improve defensively. And Anthony Davis wants to play power forward, and he says he thrives more playing at the power forward. And he's gonna get what he wants. So maybe it will happen, but we just have to wait and see. Let's read more from KJ23. LA getting a banner, number 18, baby. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. Even Luke made it well well clear in this post that I put up on YouTube that he wants to win another championship, another title for LA. Uh, I say to LA. Yeah, he wants to deliver another championship to LA. So yeah, I mean, he's making that real clear, and that's the mindset, guys. That's the mindset of what you need to have being a Los Angeles Laker. So my hope is that he makes that a reality. Hopefully, in the next 10 years, and possibly make that happen. So, and there's no doubt I think he will, because he's a generational talent without a doubt. Let's see here. Seeing a lot of you guys talking with one another. I really do appreciate the community that we have here. Uh, let's see here. KG23. I don't think the Jazz wants to give up Walker Kessler, but if they do, it would take a lot. Yeah, I mean they're asking for the whole farm with not just the Lakers, but with every single team that are interested in Walker Kessler. So I cautious Rob Plinka to not fall into that trap. So I mean, you know, without a doubt, Miles Turner is perfect. But and Sabonis of the Sacramento Kings, without a doubt. Let's see here from Mark. Oh, I see, and I believe Turner will be intentable compared to. Yeah, I mean, if anything, comparing those two, I mean, who's the better option? Obviously, youth, you go with Walker Kessler, but uh, Miles Turner is like what 33, 32 years old, so he's not part of your long-term solution for the Lakers, but he'll bring you help right away, especially now with no Anthony Davis, so he'll bring a lot to the table. But Sabonis, he's still young. I think maybe Lakers could go after a player like that, hopefully, but we just have to wait and see. KJ23. When will Luka make his debut? It's so hard to tell at this moment. It really is. My hope is that he could play against the Golden State Warriors on Thursday, but the possibilities of him returning could be next week. So, not this coming week, the next week. So, we just have to wait and see about that. So, but my hope is against the Golden State Warriors on Thursday, but kind of reaching there. But we just have to wait and see what the reports will be if he could play. But we just have to wait and see. Yeah, because he's currently injured. Yeah, I mean he is. So that's kind of questionable when he will return. But it seems pretty soon because he's kind of wrapping up his rehab or his injury that he's been dealing with. So hopefully it happens soon. Yeah, let's see here. Mark, uh, there are some reporting he's targeting before before the All-Star break, but I think it's better to post All Star. Um, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, that could be a possibility. So he could be at 100%. I mean, if the Lakers can manage without Luca and all that, then yeah, for sure. I mean, if anything, you need to make sure that you have 100% Luca after the All Star break, if anything. So, I mean, I believe on that for sure. Uh, Maxi as well. I mean, maybe he's also a deal breaker. Dallas wanted him, and hopefully they use them uh, there. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was just one of the deal breakers that I felt so disappointed that we had to trade him. Max Christie was a guy that was flourishing in front of our very eyes. I mean, he was just becoming a rising star in this league. No, in the as a Laker, I mean, and at the shooting guard position, bringing defense to the table and just playing very well at that. And on occasion can shoot threes. I mean, he was just sensational
since he got inserted into the starting lineup. And the fact that we traded him away, it just kind of sucks because he was just a rising star as a Laker. So it was just disappointing. Now we have to find a shooting guard who can play defense and all that. I mean, that's why we have 3 days, 3 or 4 days for the Lakers to pull off a trade, hopefully. So, and find some key pieces that we can be like a playoff contending team, hopefully. So, but yeah, I'm going to miss Max Christie and especially Anthony Davis for sure. KJ23 at Mark. Yeah, yeah. What center we get? We can just need one of the craziest title contenders. Um, yeah, I mean for sure we need a center without a doubt. Once we get if we get some bonus, I'm here to tell you we're gonna become championship contenders. I'm here to tell you guys right now that could be reaching, but if we get some bonus and just add some, I don't know, if we can get like Malik Monk, if we get Malik Monk in the trade for some bonus, just trading Austin Reeves and Rui or something like that. I mean, just do something like that and get Malik Monk in the trade and Sabonis. There's no doubt the Lakers will be championship contenders with those two guys on your team. Just saying. We basically trade all of our defenders. Yeah, we are. We did. Unfortunately, we did. Anthony Davis was our core of our defense. Then you had Max Christie, who was playing great for us defensively, 3-and-D caliber guy, can shoot threes as well. I mean, he is gone now. But the good thing is we do have Dorian Finney-Smith, okay? And we have Jared Vanderbilt, good defensive players. But just the lack of the shooting guard position is obviously going to hurt the Lakers. So, and who is the shooting guard remaining on the Lakers? Uh, I mean, obviously it's Austin Reeves now with Luka now on the team, but yeah, I mean, Rob Pelinka, you really, yeah, you have to make some more trades, not just this one. So hopefully it happens soon. Let's see here. We traded two of our we did. So kind of bummed about that. Yeah, it sucks for sure. But we have Dorian Finney-Smith. We have him. We have Jared Vanderbilt. So there's some upside. All right. uh, we have no problem with offense, but defense is now number one priority again. Yeah, it is more than ever. I mean, even with when Anthony Davis was on the team, defense was still a number one priority by getting a center for sure. So hopefully we pull something, yeah, from the trade deadline. Hopefully it happens. I really hope so. Giannis to the Lakers. I hopefully it happens maybe somehow down the line, maybe after LeBron James. So hopefully, and yeah, hopefully we do. Yeah, yeah, hopefully. Let's see here. There's no way that happens. Oh, with you mean Giannis? Uh, don't rule it out. Don't rule it out, KJ23. It could be a possibility if somehow Giannis is not happy in Milwaukee and he's not winning, when it comes to championships and all that. He could potentially just either request the Milwaukee Bucks to be traded to the Lakers, or he can become a free agent and somehow ends up being with the Lakers in free agency. I mean, he did it before to get paid and all that, so he can do it again. So, we just have to wait and see. Man, we were going 1 hour and 9 minutes. I'm getting about to end this live stream pretty soon. So just want to read more a couple of comments here. I really appreciate it. And again, Mark, welcome back, man. Thank you for still being part of the Z Nation on ZSN on YouTube. Really do appreciate it. Great about Kessler is his salary. Like we don't need to give up Gabe or Rui. Giving giving up giving Dalton and a pick could do it, but Jazz are not going to. Yeah, they're not going to do it. They are absolutely not going to do it. I mean, you know, They wanted Dalton and 2 first round picks. That's totally unacceptable. You don't make that trade, all right? I can understand Dalton connect and 1 first round pick maybe, but still, that is not going to work. You're not going to fleece us with that type of offer. But yeah, he'll be a nice fit, especially his salary. He's making still like what, 3, 4 million? I mean, you could still offer him a contract up to, you know, 20, 20 million per year. I mean, type of contract. So, I mean, he'll be awesome to have, without a doubt. Let's read more. Let's read more. I don't know how I feel about trading Dalton. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I like Dalton. He brings a lot of potential, and he's just a rookie, so he has a lot of potential. So I'm questioning that also, not to trade him. But if there's a right trade out there, like Sabonis, it could be a possibility. But hopefully he doesn't, because I'm a fan of his too. Uh, let's see here from Mark. If it's Kessler, I am willing to trade Dalton. But yeah, I do love him as well as a Laker. Yeah, I mean, there's just some mixed reactions about this. Yeah, and I'm feeling the same way for sure. I still think we could sell. We could be a sold starter, averaging 17 points per game. Who are you mentioning? I don't know who you're mentioning there. Let's see here. Giannis. Okay, we get it. Let's see here. Lakers are actually scary now. Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, there's this one here. When will AD play? Because it's definitely not going to be versus the Clippers. He's still injured. Yeah, I mean, according to JJ, before the trade ever started, I even said this in my last live stream, was that um, JJ mentioned that Anthony Davis could play against the Golden State Warriors, which is obviously February 6th. So he could potentially play, next couple of days maybe. But if he wants to make sure that he's healthy or just somehow not be healthy, 100% ready to go to debut with the Dallas Mavericks, that then he could potentially either push it, maybe before the All-Star break or maybe after the All-Star break. So it's kind of similar situation what Luka is going through. So in that type of decision. So we just have to wait and see about that. Yeah, I mean, I, I'm we yeah, man, we get it. Okay, we want you want Giannis. We get it, man. We really do. And yeah, chill. I get it. Yeah, I mean, we all want him. We all want him. All right, let's just leave it at that. All right, let's see here. Um, Queens got robbed. They got 4 first round picks. Oh, so that's what. So yeah, that's crazy. They actually did got 4 first round picks for in the uh in the Fox trade. But yeah, they got the worst 4 picks. Okay, so it's not. I guess it's not protected then. I guess that's the case. So Bulls pretty much just dumped. Yeah, that's basically what happened, and everybody was staying away from that type of trade. So I guess the Kings were the sucker ones to trade for him. So that's crazy. Let's read more here before I end this live stream. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're not getting him. I mean, we're not getting him now. We're not getting him tomorrow. We could get him in the next 3 years, hopefully. Maybe. You never know. It's just down the line. We just have to wait and see. Uh, we didn't have a leak again because Ryan West wasn't in the Lakers anymore. Yeah, so I said. Um, so I guess he made the decision. He's making the decisions there. So Man, I'm not sure about that. Oh! You mean when it comes to Lakers making a trade for Sabonis? I'm not sure. Hopefully that is that what you're trying to say, uh, Get a Rabbit? Hopefully I'm right on that. So, uh, okay. Let's see. Air ZSN man. Yeah, catch you later. Yeah, I mean, catch you, but yeah, I mean, I actually went over my limit. This is the first time I ever went this so far into this live stream. So I'm going to read this last one here from Get a Rabbit. Luka turns 26, February 28th. Anthony Davis turns 32, March 11th. So yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, it is something that that it's kind of promising on the Lakers side. But when it comes to Anthony Davis, he is 32. I mean, I still think he's still in his prime because he's still putting up MVP caliber numbers. But still, I mean, the Dallas Mavericks, they made this trade for win now players instead of thinking about their future. So I don't know. Maybe the owners or the higher ups are saying, you know what, to the GM, we have to find some win now pieces now because we were just in the finals just a year ago. All right. And now we're like what? I last time I checked, I think they were like the play in. So that kind of scares moment for that type of franchise. I mean, I can understand the feeling um for the Lakers side of things. If we were in the championship and somehow we were like the seventh seed still, I mean, that just kind of scares me too. So I get it. I mean, it's the right move for both sides, and especially for the Lakers and or any team really. If Luka was on the table and they're basically saying that, then you go all in for him, without a doubt. So without a doubt. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Ghetto Rabbit. We didn't have that type of sneaky trade since Pau Gasol. Yeah, it was actually, and ironically, it was on the same day that we made this trade, but years apart. So, and I still remember what Stephen A. Smith said. You traded for Pau Gasol for Kwame Brown. I mean, it's, that's crazy. I mean, God rest, Jerry Buss. I mean, he pulled the trigger for that trade back in, what was it, 2010, 2011? Yeah, it was such no, actually, no, it wasn't. It was 2008 trade that went down. So, man, God rest his soul, man. He was the mastermind of that trade. And it's just very ironic that the Genie Bus made a trade for Luca on that same day. So, yeah, it was such a sneaky trade. And the Lakers managed to do the same with Luca and Anthony Davis. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We went 1 hour and 18 minutes. And again, I really appreciate all the comments that we had on here from Ghetto Rabbit, from KJ23, Mark, and Ghetto Rabbit, and I believe Victor from Guatemala, Mark, and also Samurai Beast Warrior. Thank you all so much. And Daniel as well. And Big Baby Sports as well. Thank you all so much for the comments and thoughts and opinions that you had on here. I really appreciate it. And guys, just to reiterate everything, just before I end this live stream, the Lakers traded for Luka and all that, and now they're focusing on him as the number one guy after LeBron James retires, and he's the number one guy now. And Lakers have to focus on their future surrounding him, and of course with this trade, they're not done. Hopefully, they're not done. Rob Pelinka, make more trades before the trade deadline. We need a center. We need players that will fit with this Lakers team and hopefully become a playoff contending team after the trade deadline. Hopefully, so my hope is that that we obviously um, be an improved team after this trade. Hopefully, and we already are, but We need help defensively. We need the center rebounding, all that. So, because just you know, to just fill in the void of Anthony Davis with him being gone. So, hopefully it happens soon and he makes something happen before the trade deadline. So, uh, yeah, yeah, it was Mitch Kupchak. Man, I forgot about him. But it was mainly Jerry Jerry Buss who pulled the trigger on that trade. I mean, sure, he can make trades for sure as a GM, but it was Jerry Buss had to, make the go ahead, for that trade. So, but yeah, he was part of that trade for sure. So, without a doubt. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you, Ghetto Rabbit. Thank you, KJ23, Samurai Beast Warrior, and of course, Mark and Daniel. Thank you all so much for your guys' thoughts and opinions on here. I have to say, this was honestly the best comments that I had on here for quite some time, and of course, the viewership as well. So let's keep it up. Let's continue to grow ZSN on YouTube, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. And please make sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel for more Lakers news, rumors, updates, speculations, especially now from now until the trade deadline. It's really important to hit that notification bell because I will be active in the community tab anytime a trade happens when it comes down to the Lakers. And also on social media as well, especially on Facebook and on Instagram. So follow me on those social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.